Kusoku Sentai Turboranger, 1989, episode 43 came off as in surprise seeing Kenichi being weak and nerdy like let's first recap the episode so we know what we will be working with. A timid high school student named Kenichi, who is a classmate of Yaohei Blue Turbo, steals Yaohei's turbo brace. Desperate to prove he is strong and capable, he attempts to transform into a Turboranger himself. Kenichi, feeling weak and inadequate, desperately wants to be strong just once after watching a terrifying battle involving the gunman Bauma. Seeking a shortcut to bravery and power, Kenichi targets his classmate Yaohei and steals the turbo brace, mistakenly thinking a costume and powers alone make a hero. The Bauma attack and Kenichi is forced to confront the harsh reality of how heavy the burden of power and heroism truly is. Yaohei steps in to help teach him what true strength really means. After recapping the episode, Kenichi came off as weak, and not that strong, but let's think about this for a moment. If Yaohei left, the second best option to take the mantle of turboblue would be Kenichi, since he may not be strongest. But if Yaohei would trust his powers with Kenichi, if he left Kenichi would after learning the true message of justice, he'd make for a great turboblue, possibly even better than Yaohei, not in power-wise, but smart-wise. Since Kenichi is very smart, he's shown to be working in the lab, and how he defeated gunman Bauma was that he made an exploding bullet that destroyed the gun. That isn't just smart, that's strategy. Now in this world, if Kenichi joined and Yaohei left, how would the rest of the episodes look like? Let's see. Episode 44. Kirika tries to become an full-blown Bauma but is stopped by the Turborangers, laying the groundwork for the series' endgame arc. Episode 45. Kirika uses the seal Bauma to grant a bullied, admiring young boy extraordinary superpowers. However, the boy is unwittingly corrupted by the Bauma, leading Kenichi and the team to step in and save him before the ultimate 6-episode endgame begins. Episode 46. The 5 high schoolers fight an exhausting battle on a beach. They are ambushed by the reborn Great Bauma Emperor Neolagorn, which abruptly strips both the Turborangers and the wandering Baumas of their fairy powers, setting the stage for the endgame. Now let's stop and think, what would Kenichi do if he got stripped of his powers? We saw how he reacted when he gave his turbo brace back to Yaohei. He probably would be more scared since he wasn't in the team from episode 1, and had just joined in. That would be terrible for him. Now let's see how would rest of the episodes change. Episode 47. While the Turborangers and the wandering Bauma recuperate from their previous battles, the mysterious, long-lost Kashim appears and reveals the shocking true origins of the wandering Bauma. Episode 48 focuses on the dark and tragic true origins of the wandering Baumas, specifically revolving around Kirika. Episode 49. The Turborangers attempt to reason with Kirika to help her remember what she truly stands for as a wandering Bauma, despite her deep-seated hatred. Episode 50. Ricky/Red Turbo and the wandering Bauma Yamamaru face off in a final duel. Meanwhile, Kirika regains her kindness and tends to Ricky's wounds, which drives Yamamaru into a fit of jealous rage. The Turborangers scramble to stop the seal's release. Episode 51. The Turborangers storm Bauma Castle to face the reborn Neolagorn before he can fully open the Great Seal. Having conquered their inner struggles, they defeat the remaining Bauma, graduate from high school, and part ways with their fairy allies. Now I wonder how well Kenichi in the final episode would do, since Neolagorn is very powerful, and unlike Yaohei, who has been from the very start, Kenichi would have no idea how to deal with Neolagorn. Since Neolagorn is shown to be very strong, the Turborangers need to be really lucky to defeat this version Neolagorn. Even in the original timeline, Neolagorn was pure evil, and the team needed a lot of willpower to defeat Neolagorn. Now let's think, how would the fans of 89 Sentai respond to Kenichi being new Turboblue? Point number 1. Kenichi's personality is far different than Yaohei's. It could possibly overwhelm the new fans if they don't know the same character Yaohei from Kenichi. It would definitely affect the series. Point number 2. Kenichi's presence would feel more relatable than Yaohei's. He could get more fans if he replaced Yaohei in the series. Point number 3. Kenichi's presence truly would change the series, either for the good or bad of the series, but let us know what you guys think, Yaohei or Kenichi. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye. Thanks guys.